Hello, and welcome back to another Pokemon Collection showcase of mine. Today we are going to be looking at the old Pokemon Gym Heroes expansion, I think. There were two gym sets back in the day, Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge. I think the first one was Gym Heroes. So you will notice, upon looking at these cards, that they look a little different than the other Pokemon cards. In that they are all named after one of the gym leaders. One of the gym leaders owns these Pokemon, and in the bottom corner you've got a nice little headshot of the gym leader as well as their badge in the background. So these are weird cards. Like Erica's Vileplume, of course, needs to evolve from Erica's Gloom, which means a normal Gloom simply won't do. So these are like almost like pre-made decks in a way. I don't know how playable they are, I don't know how competitive they ever were, but they are really cool nonetheless. I remember buying a lot of these back when I was younger, which is why you'll see a lot of first editions in here. But I never had the whole set back then, so some of these were also some of the last cards I needed to pick up for my collection in order to complete it. But all of that aside, let's just start at the beginning here. We've got Blaine's Moltres, Brock's Rhydon, Erica's Clefable, Dragonair, and Vileplume, Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz, Fearow, and Magneton, and Misty's Seadra. Now, throughout this set, they focus mostly on the first four gym leaders, Brock, Misty, Lieutenant Surge, and Erica, but the later gym leaders do show up from time to time, like Blaine. Now this Misty's Seadra, I actually have two of them. This is worth pointing out, if it'll focus nicely. There you go, there's that neat little pre-release stamp in the bottom corner. Still don't know how those came to be, or how my friends ended up with them. I don't think any of them went to pre-releases, but hey, somehow I managed to get my hands on them as well. And Blaine's Moltres here, you'll look at this. The attack needs 5 energy. No attack needs 5 energy. This is very excessive, especially since it might just shuffle itself back into your deck. Again, I don't know how competitive these were, but it's a cool card anyway, Blaine's Moltres. Now let's turn the page, and we've got Misty's Tentacruel, Rocket's Hitmonchan, right. They aren't all gym leaders, I guess the Rockets are involved too. And their Moltres, and their Scyther, Sabrina's Gengar, and then all of them got their own trainer card as well. Brock, Erica, Lieutenant Surge, and Misty. Now this Scyther, I remember specifically, I got this at a flea market. It was worth $3. I don't know what they're worth now, but I do recall $3 for Rocket's Scyther. Now here we've got the Rocket's Trap, and then Brock's Golem, Onix, Rhyhorn, Sandslash, and Zubat, and then Erica's Clefairy and Victreebel, and Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz. Now, if I recall correctly, I might be wrong about this, but I think that these two gym sets were actually one set in Japanese. One massive set. And these aren't small sets in English either. But because of that, when they brought them over to English, some of the Pokemon got really weird rarities, which is why you've got stuff like Brock's Zubat at rare. Yeah, I don't know how happy you'd be opening that in a pack. But, I mean, hey, it still looks mighty fine in my binder. Now we've got Lieutenant Surge's Raichu, does 100 damage, and Misty's Cloyster, Goldeen, Poliwrath, and Tentacool, Rockets, Snorlax, Sabrina's Venomoth, Blaine's Growlithe, Blaine's Kangaskhan, getting into the uncommons here. Now something that I loved about these gym sets was the very unique artwork that a lot of the cards had. I mean, some of them are still just like a base standard artwork for that Pokemon on some sort of trippy background, but a lot of them as well, like Rocket's Snorlax, and like even going back here, Erica's Vileplume, Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz, these are very unique artworks. Well, none of them on that page, actually. But yeah, like a lot of them, you don't see artwork that looks like this. Brock's Onix here, this is a weird one. I don't know what's going on there, but it's unique and it looks really cool, so I like that. You'll see a lot of very nice art on these cards throughout the set. Blaine's Magmar here, Brock's Geodude, see, what am I telling you? Cool art. Brock's Golbat, which is less rare than the Zubat, apparently. Brock's Graveler, Lickitung, Erika's Dratini, Execute, Executor, and Gloom. So we're getting into some of the smaller Pokemon here now. Another Erika's Gloom, yeah, some of them do double up. Erika's Oddish, Weepinbell, a second Weepinbell, Lieutenant Surge's Magnemite, Raticate, Spearow, Misty's Poliwhirl, and Psyduck. Oddish has always been one of my favorite Pokemon, and luckily, the Oddishes in these gym sets tend to have incredible artwork. This is really cool. I like that one. And the Magnemite too, that's kind of adorable actually. Misty's Seaking, Starmie, Tentacool, Sabrina's Haunter, Jinx, Slowbro, Blaine's Charmander, Growlithe, Ponyta. Yeah, just 3 for 3 there with different gym leaders. Actually, I think, yeah, Misty is even, here, let's get a better view of this one. Misty is even featured in the artwork with her Tentacool here in the background, which is, you know, kind of nice. Neat little detail there. Blaine's Tauros, Vulpix, again, adorable, Geodude, Brock's Mankey, Onyx, Rhyhorn, Sandshrew, a lot of Brock going on this page. Brock's Rhyhorn, flip 2 coins, if either is tails, this attack does nothing. Yeah, sounds good, huh? Brock's Vulpix here, of course, and Zubat, another Zubat, this one is a common. Erika's Bellsprout, Execute, a second Oddish, and Tangela, and Lieutenant Surge's Magnemite, and his very violent and kind of rough-looking Pikachu with messed up fur around the ears. And Lieutenant Surge's Rattata, Spearow, Voltorb, Misty's Goldeen, Horsey, Poliwag, Seal, Shelder, and Staryu. Plenty of Misty's Pokemon in that page. Sabrina's Abra, Drowsy, Ghastly, Mr. Mime, Slowpoke, and Venonat. I'm pretty sure in my first ever pack of this I got one of these Sabrina's Mr. Mimes, I think. I seem to recall that. And then into the trainers. The trainers in this set are very weird and wonderful. We've got Blaine's Quiz number 1, you'd better believe there's multiple. And another Brock, and Charity. And another Erika, another Lieutenant Surge, another Misty. No Removal Gym. This set introduced stadium cards, which I believe are still around today. The Rockets Training Gym, Blaine's Last Resort, Brock's Training Method, the Celadon City Gym, the Cerulean City Gym, Erika's Maids, Erika's Perfume, Good Manners, Lieutenant Surge's Treaty, the Minion of Team Rocket, Misty's Wrath, Pewter City Gym, Recall, Sabrina's ESP, another little oddish there. The Secret Mission, the Tickling Machine, Rocket's Secret Machine, which is, oh no, this isn't Secret Machine, this is Rocket's Secret Robot. Well, whatever, they make all sorts of secret things, I guess. Vermilion City Gym, Blaine's Gamble, Energy Flow, Misty's Duel, Narrow Gym, Sabrina's Gaze, and the Trash Exchange, which I think brings us to the final page of this set, which is, of course, the 6 energy cards. You gotta have those, I guess, if you want to play the game. And there we go. That's it. That brings us to the end of this showcase video and almost to the end of my entire collection of Pokemon cards. I don't have much more to go on right now, but if you enjoyed this little walk through some vintage Pokemon stuff, then please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and I hope that you'll join me again next time for whatever it is I might be showcasing next. Till then, ta-ta. And okay, this is unbelievable. What the heck am I looking at? Elemental Hero Stratos. And okay, that is quite something. Divine Dragon is pretty sweet. But I'm done. I'm done. Done.